So hello students, we continue with our topic on chemical reactions and equations. During the last lecture, we dealt with oxidation reaction. You saw what is an oxidation reaction and also you had a few examples. Just to recapitulate or remind you of what an oxidation reaction exactly is. Let's again define oxidation so we'll be able to understand reduction better. The reaction in which reductants gain oxygen or lose hydrogen is called an oxidation reaction, right? Now we will take up the definition of reduction reaction. We'll look at a few examples of the reduction reaction as well. Now, what is a reduction reaction? The reaction in which reactants lose oxygen or gain hydrogen is called a reduction reaction, right? It is exactly the opposite of what is happening in oxidation. So reduction reaction is a reaction in which oxygen is lost and hydrogen is gained. So we'll have a look at a few examples of reduction reaction. So here students, you have the reduction reaction definition. The reaction in which reactants lose oxygen or gain hydrogen is called a reduction reaction. You can see the first example, right? You have copper oxide reacts with hydrogen, or hydrogen gas is passed over copper oxide. You find that a reddish brown deposit will be left over the mixture because copper is formed and water is liberated, right? So what happens, you can see in the reaction that copper oxide has lost oxygen, right? So it's a very good example of a reduction reaction, right? Let's look at the second example. You have silver oxide, okay, is made to silver oxide rather undergoes a decomposition over here. So you see that silver oxide gets converted into silver and oxygen. So here there again is a loss of oxygen. So it's an example of a reduction reaction. Then we have the third example where nickel oxide is combining with hydrogen, or hydrogen gas is passed over nickel oxide. You find that nickel is formed, right? So this is also a very good example where nickel oxide has lost oxygen. So it's an example of a reduction reaction. Students, when we were looking at the example of chemical equations, we came across an equation where vegetable oil is converted into vanaspati ghee. We were basically talking about a catalyst being used in that process, right? So if you go back through that equation again, it's the equation number 6 in this chapter, right? So you search for it, just look at it. There they have shown that vegetable oil is combined with hydrogen. Actually, that process of making vegetable oil into vanaspati ghee, that process is called as a hydrogenation process. So hydrogenation process, okay, of vegetable oil is an example of a reduction reaction, because the vegetable oil is made to gain hydrogen and then it is converted into vanaspati ghee, right? So basically it's a reduction reaction. The conversion of vegetable oil into vanaspati ghee is a reduction reaction because there is a gain of hydrogen in that, and by definition a reaction in which oxygen is lost or hydrogen is gained it is a reduction reaction. So by all means, the hydrogenation of vegetable oil into vanaspati ghee is a gain of hydrogen taking place, and therefore it is a reduction reaction. So we will come across some more examples of reduction reaction in which hydrogen is there. So we'll have a look at some examples as and when we discuss it again in future, right? Now students, many a times in many chemical reactions, you will find that oxidation and reduction, they take place simultaneously. Like the first example you must have seen, copper oxide combines with hydrogen, or hydrogen is passed over copper oxide. What happened? The copper lost oxygen and copper oxide lost oxygen and got converted into copper, right? So that was an example of reduction. But you've seen that water is formed, H2O. That means hydrogen gained oxygen, right? So in the same reaction, you had oxidation as well as reduction. Oxidation took place with hydrogen and reduction took place with the copper oxide. You look at that equation again, you will find that CuO gets converted into Cu, that means there is a reduction. But H2 gets converted into water by combining with oxygen, so it's a oxidation reaction because there is a gain of oxygen over there, right? So we will study some more examples of a redox. You call such reactions as redox reactions. So let us talk about what is a redox reaction. Now students, redox reactions are reactions in which oxidation and reduction occur simultaneously. So we'll have a look at a few examples of redox reactions, right? So here students will look at redox reaction. The reactions in which reduction and oxidation take place simultaneously, means at the same time, is called as redox reaction. You can see the reaction which you saw while studying the example of reduction reaction. So here in this reaction, you can see that copper oxide has lost oxygen and got converted into copper. So it is a reduction that has taken place in that reaction. On the other hand, the hydrogen H2 has gained oxygen and therefore it is an oxidation reaction over there. So you can see in this reaction, reduction and oxidation have taken place at the same time or simultaneously, and hence it can be termed as a redox reaction. Look at the reaction down closely as well. You can see hydrogen sulfide H2S reacting with sulfur dioxide. In this reaction, a precipitate of sulfur is formed. Can you see there? So sulfur is formed by the removal of oxygen. So it is a reduction that has taken place because oxygen is removed from sulfur dioxide, resulting in the precipitate of sulfur. On the other hand, you can see that hydrogen has combined with oxygen. So it's an example of oxidation reaction over there. So this is a very good example again of a redox reaction. Then you also have a look at the third reaction where manganese dioxide and hydrochloric acid react with one another, resulting in the formation of magnesium chloride, water and the liberation of chlorine. So what happens over here, you can see the magnesium dioxide has lost oxygen, so it is a reduction reaction. Hydrochloric acid has lost hydrogen, so it's an oxidation reaction. So in this reaction, manganese dioxide reacting with hydrochloric acid, what is happening over there? You can see the magnesium dioxide losing oxygen, so it's a reduction reaction taking place over there, and you can see that in the hydrochloric acid hydrogen is lost, and by definition you know loss of hydrogen is called an oxidation reaction, right? So here you have again reduction and oxidation taking place simultaneously. So this is an example of redox reaction. So students, today we have completed with our discussion on reduction reactions and redox reaction. You have by now understood. During assignments I will give you a few reactions wherein you will be able to identify oxidation reactions, reduction reactions, and also redox reactions. Many a time you will find oxidation and reduction reactions mainly together, so you have to identify it now based on what you have learnt. Now students, in the next lecture we will take up corrosion, the topic on what is corrosion. All of you know, you have learnt in the other standards before. Corrosion is the process of degradation or decay of metals due to its reaction with the constituents of the atmosphere or the surrounding. Metals, you know, very often react with the constituents of atmosphere and even moisture, or sometimes with acid, and they get corroded or degraded. So this slow degradation or decay of metals due to its reaction with constituents of atmosphere, with heat, with moisture, is also called as corrosion. So we'll take up corrosion in the next lecture. Till then students, stay safe, take care, and thank you all of you.